Look, I think the most surprising thing in Australia is that we just haven't changed. That our income from tobacco tax revenue has dropped by 70%, and yet our government still thinks that we should continue doing what we've been doing. I would have thought this year we would have turned a corner and recognised that we can't keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result.
The most significant news, although, to be honest, it hasn't surprised those who follow this issue, is the regulatory equalisation between reduced-risk products, such as vaping and heated tobacco, and the combustion cigarette. And this has really caught our attention, despite the growing and increasingly conclusive evidence how countries like Sweden have drastically reduced their smoking rates thanks to these reduced-risk products, which are helping smokers quit the habit.
Look, hopefully in 2026, we will see governments listening to consumers. We will hear government listening to the successes in our neighbouring countries like New Zealand. We'll see governments recognise that continuing to prohibit a less harmful nicotine product in the hope that it will somehow weirdly reduce tobacco harm. I hope that we will resolve those arguments, and I hope that we will hear governments listening to common sense, listening to the consumers, and listening to the research.
I would like the year 2026 to be a year where policies based on evidence and on risk are put into practice. In other words, the ideal goal would be for anti-tobacco policies to be exactly that point: combustion-based anti-smoking policies that would incentivize smokers to use lower-risk products and at the same time protect young people from initiating tobacco use and other products that could be deleterious to their health. These would be my expectations for the year 2026. Less ideology and more science, just as we do from our platform for tobacco harm reduction here in Spain. Regards.